Hello, you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to FTB's OceanBlock. We've done a little bit in the background, not a great deal. Crafted a few things, made some few things, but nothing major. It's only been a day. Did get a nice pretty hat. Reminds me of someone. Emission Gaming? Do you know anyone that kind of look like this? Alright, let's have a look what we've done. So I made a crafting monitor so we can see where our recipes are up to. I put the netherite crafter in and a few recipes. I put another network transmitter in. I built the corridor. I put the dirt in. So we'll put some gardens and stuff soon. I built a niotic reactor, which I haven't turned on yet. We've got the uraninite. Let's go and see what we get. Boom. Filling up, and we're making 44k per tick. Awesome. So now that is on our network. And I'll put another one here, which will be our spirited, which I'm working on. As you can see, we're up to 27 crystals. To make a reactor, you need 144 crystals because they take 4 per capacitor, and you need 4 capacitors per 4 blocks. So you need 144 of these bad boys. And I moved our lava production over here. So now we have 8 jars, all producing lava. And as you can see, it goes into here, drains into the ender tank. And I've set up over here our crafting grid so we can access our entire network, and a pattern grid so we can make new patterns for crafting items and things. And there is our network receiver with another wireless transmitter, because I think it was about here somewhere that our 44 blocks disappeared, and in this one these are the only ones you can get. There's no upgrade of these guys, so you've just basically got to keep moving your transmitters wherever you want your wireless access points. Also told you I was sick of that room in there, so I went and fixed it. There we go. Much better. So we've got our 2 sluices here. We will change most of these guys over to netherite shortly. This one here is for endstone. There is the gold mesh one that gives you the crystals. Where are they? These guys, crystal shards. So we need a gold mesh to get a heap of crystal shards because, of course we do, we need a singularity out of them. They're also used in a couple of different recipes for the infusion thing, for the better end forge to make the portal backwards and forwards through the end. We don't really need that at the moment though. And you also need endstone through a diamond mesh. If you look at the crushed endstone through a diamond, that's where you get draconium. So we'll probably use the gold for a while, get some crystal shards, build those up, and then switch over to draconium, or I might just set up a separate sluice with diamond and just pump them into both once we start getting a lot more end stone. So what is today's goals? Well, I want to get a little kitchenette set up so we can stop just eating plain old boring steak. And also want to start off the process of getting into the quantum compressor, the ultimate crafting table, and Draconic Evolution. So we haven't got into Draconic Evolution yet, so I want to start that process. And we need to get this bad boy up and running so we can start making our singularities with the items that we do have. Now they have made a few difficult ones. Yeah, they thought they'd be a little trolly. Have a look at some of these guys. You need a magical egg singularity, a phytogrow singularity, a refined obsidian singularity, a coin singularity, a tesseract singularity. We've got to make tesseracts, which you make in a tempered glass jar, with molten ender, redstone flux cell frames, and fluid cell frames. And we need to make a tesseract out of it. Only 1,500 of them, but that's 1,500 of these bad boys we need to make one singularity. And we need like 4 singularities to make the creative upgrade. So, yeah, it could be interesting. There are also some other ones, some HDPE sheet singularities. So we definitely got to get right into mechanism. Sawdust singularity, clay singularity, oak singularity, capacitato singularity. That is where I knew we needed the rubber for. Remember I was trying to find the rubber? There it is. Cured rubber you get from cooking that standard rubber. So we'll probably have to get that one up and running again. Supremium coal singularity is going to be a bit hard, so I've upped the production of essence as well. A sea pickle Singularity they've got in this one. Raw neural processor Singularity, which is from extra storage, refined storage add-on to make your bigger drives and your bigger crafters. What else do we have? A logic director from Integrated Dynamics. So we need mineral and crystallized chorus. A Singularity. So that's the Singularity from Applied Energistics. So we've actually got to get into that to get that. Pig Iron Singularity. Cast Iron Wyvern Energy Core Singularity, which is going to suck up a lot of resources, as you can see. And yeah, so there's quite a lot of different singularities that we need. A cake singularity. So it's not your usual iron, gold, silver, tin. It's all different items, and of course dimensional shards. So as you can see, we need a lot of different stuff and a lot of different infrastructure to try and get all this worked out. So I guess the first steps we need to take is to get the ones that we can do and then work through the rest of it. So let's see what we need to make this bad boy. So we need black iron, which is fairly easy to get. And there we have quantum compressor. So we'll chuck that in our item room, but I will have probably connectivity over here. Changed my mind, it's over here now. Now if we tell this to export, let's say clay, and we tell that to export clay. There we go, it's filling in the clay. It won't start until we put the catalyst in. So we need, if you look there, an ultimate catalyst is the best way to go. So we'll get a few of those. Boom. Hey, I said boom. There we go. Now you can see it's going to make the Singularity. So if we also get some speed upgrades from refined storage. There we go. Okay, need a few more of these. Already had heaps. What am I doing? We should be able to make a stack upgrade though. There we go. Now that should be transferring stacks at a time there now. Look at that. So I'll give it a few seconds and we'll have our first Singularity. Okay, it should be making a Singularity. Let's see if it's just really slow. Oh, there it is. Our first Singularity. Alright, what's the next Singularity that we might be able to have resources for? Phytogrow. Should be able to make a heap of Phytogrow. There we go, we got 2.8k. So let's chuck in a little bit of Phytogrow. Here we go. That'll be our second one. Nice. 2 Singularities down. And not even breaking a sweat. Anything else? Tesseract? No. Cake? No. Angel Core Singularity? I don't think so. Vacuum Tube? No. Terrasteel Nugget Singularity. So we need to get right in. Alright, doggo, stop your snoring. So we need to get right into, well, a little bit further into Botania, I guess. Blazing Capacitor. Yeesh. Wow, that's going to be nasty. Dense Construction Block from Building Gadgets. No. Oh, these are going to be fun. We do need to get a bit further into Mechanism as well, because we need the HDPE, which aren't overly complicated to make. And Sawdust, probably the easiest way to get Sawdust is just through the sawmill. One log turns into a bit of sawdust. I think those guys, if you put them back through. Oh, okay. Okay, planks through a precision sawmill from Mechanism will get you sawdust as well. That's not too bad. 25% chance. We can work with that. Alright, let's also try and get this crafting table up and running. So we need to go through all the tiers. So let's get a few of these guys. Who else out there's got a very snory dog? I got a little Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. And he's a very snory princess. Alright, hopefully this is the last little step to get our ultimate crafting bench. Boom. There we go. So I'm going to chuck that. I might do our crafting over this side in this little area. Not sure where I'm going to put everything yet, so... But that's our ultimate crafting table, so we can have a look at the recipes we need. As you can see, the creative fluid tank needs 4 ultimate singularities to make. The... where is it? The one I want to get first is the... Come on, where are you? There it is. Creative vending upgrade also needs 4 singularities. So we also need chaos fusion crafting with draconic and a lot of draconian blocks. So this one's going to take a long time to get there. But once I get this, we're pretty much set. Game over. So that's going to be one of our first goals, I think, is to try and get that. And one of the other things I did as well is I linked all these guys up with an extraction pipe and put it into an ender chest. So anytime it grows, it pops it straight into our system over there. Alright, I think I need to go and build a room to start the draconic in. So I'll get one knocked up and I'll bring yous back. Alright, room's built. Still wet inside though. But that's going to be a draconic in there. We've got to get in there and get all this water out. So, I've got a few sponges. Last little section. Boom. There we go. Water's all out. And the dog makes a triumphant return. Good one, Nova. Good one. Alright, time for the grand reveal. What do you think? Should be able to do a little bit of draconian magic in here, I think. Oh, we're missing a block. Alright, I guess we better get a few of these made. We'll start off with 8. There's 9 for that one. Well, I guess if we make 9, that should do us for every recipe we need, hopefully. But we also, of course, need the fusion crafting core. There we go. Now let's get this set up somewhere in this room. Alright, she's set up for those guys. We've pretty much now got to start getting some nether stars. So we can get something like this, because we need the wyvern energy core, which we can get pretty much now. But it's got to be wyvern tier. And to get wyvern tier, you've got to try a little tender. No, just kidding. You've got to have a wyvern core, which needs a nether star, and we need 9 of them to upgrade all these injectors. So we need 9 nether stars just to upgrade this. So not terrible, doable, but we've got to go skull hunting. So I think the easiest way is just basically going to make a mob duplicator from Industrial Foregoing. Basically you get a mob slaughter factory. There we go. We'll need 2 tanks. Tanks a lot. There we go. That should start killing. It's not going to have a great range. Okay, so I need to turn that back on. And I'll pause this. I'll go and get a range upgrade. And we should be set. Alright, now it's going to cover pretty much that entire farm now. So if we get one of our tanks, put them up there, and the other one right there, and then with this one we say pink slime, no, push, and with the meat we say push that way. Now if we turn that on, flick that off, Wait a few minutes. This should start killing things, hopefully. Nowhere near quick enough, but there we go. We got our first little bit of liquid meat and our first bits of pink slime. Awesome. We'll leave the slaughter factory on, so if for any reason it might grab 1 or 2 mobs beforehand, we'll still get a little bit of pink slime and a little bit of meat. It doesn't need to be much, so we've already got 5 buckets, so that's awesome. So we want to give you the bucket of slime. There we go. So it's got a bit of slime in there. Now we need to make a machine frame. Bam! Machine frame, machine frame. Coolio. Let's get the mob duplicator now. Boom. Now we need mob imprisonment tools. Just grab the one for now, because I only need one type of mob to go in it. So, also swapped out the other one for the mob crusher, and that will now give us the essence, and still collects all the mob drops. So we won't get as much as that little bad boy spinning around in there, but we certainly will be getting a fair bit still from this bad boy. But the main bit is the essence now. So we've got plenty of mob drops. We're not going to need any sort of stuff like that. I mean, I've got 14.6 thousand ender pearls. Like, we got plenty. We got plenty. Now we just need to set up a little area for this little tiny mob farm, which doesn't need to be huge. Alright, so we've rigged this bad boy up. So I've got a redstone receiver, and I've got the transmitter behind there. So as soon as I flick this, it'll transmit a redstone signal to that, which will turn this on, because I have this run on redstone signal. All we need to do is pull the fluid out of there. So that should be filling it up. There we go. I'll chuck an upgrade in just in case, so I can do it a lot faster if it needs to. Now this is where it gets fun. We've got the skeleton there, so we put him in. This is just a little quick and easy one. It should spawn them up the top, I hope. Let's find out. There we go. I don't need a fan or anything, they'll automatically target me to come over. And because I'm wearing my ring of magnetization, it should just help me get everything I need. Simple that. So I can put speed and efficiency so they spawns more at a time. Oh, spawn a lot faster anyway. But just have to sit here and whack skeletons now. Wow, all them and I didn't get a single skull. You'd think even with normal rates I would have. So does this get beheading or do we have to use the other? Yeah. Okay, so with a severing blade, we got 5 skulls pretty quick. So that makes a big difference. What would also make a big difference is if those pesky things would just go away. What I was going to say is what would make a big difference as well is a lot more damage to this sword, because it only does 8.5. So, I guess we could put some quartz on it. What blade can we use on it though? Because what's on there now is necrotic, which is 1.5, which is terrible. Unless we change it to something like the Imperium or even the Supremium. Maybe the Tertium. Might go Imperium. How many ingots does it take? It costs 8 ingots. Okay. Don't think we'll be making it out of Supremium, but we should be able to get something close. There we go, we're going Imperium. Alright, so we go from 11.5 to 21.62. I think that's a good upgrade. Probably could use a diamond though, just to increase its durability a bit more. Oh, we need one more modifier slot. Oh well, never mind. Let's go test her out now, see what she does. Oh, boom. Goodbye. Well, there we go. We got 9 skulls. That's going to be nice and easy to get the rest of them. Alright, we're going to do something really stupid. We're going to summon him and see how we go. And run. Got our sub right there, so I hope nothing goes bad. But we are deep, deep, deep under the ocean. And it's a good night from you, Sunshine. Down and out. Look at you. And we have a nether star. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what? We've still got a couple of minutes left on that. We may as well do another. Just die, Mr. Wither. Really? Alright, now that that embarrassment's over, last thing I wanted to do before we wrap up today's episode is see what this looks like now. So, we need to make a wyvern core. There we go. We also need to get all of our draconic stuff that we need. So we need a block of this. We needed 2 of those. So one of them, 2 of those, and 4 diamonds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay, so it's not on. There it is. Single item mode. 1. It's going to be the same. And 4. Then we get 1 of them, 1 of them, and 2 of these. And we take the last remaining one and put inside, and we can now craft the wyvern fusion reactor core thingy. So, let's go. Oh, it's a little bit more subtle in this area. Oh, now we got the sparks flying. Ooh. And thumbnail. Alright. That looked really good. Ta-da! Quest completed. Do we get anything specific out of these guys? Let's have a quick look. Nope. 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 Okay, that was easy. How do we make a draconic one? Huh. Another 5 nether stars. Lovely. Lovely. Well, there you have it. We've got our Draconic Fusion crafting section up and running. It's going to take a lot of resources to get this bad boy to its full potential though, so may have to look into alternate means, as well as the sifting process. Maybe something... I don't really want to do the laser drill again, but it seems to be one of the only other alternatives that we can use at the moment, so maybe something like that. We'll see. We might just set up more sluices and just have a heap of sluices going all at once. That's also an option, just requires a lot of power. Thankfully we've got to get right into mechanism, and we've got to get some liquid tritium for one of the quests toward the end. So if we're getting liquid tritium, we may as well just set up a reactor, which is going to generate like at least 1 million RF. So yeah, we may as well just do all that stuff. Anyway, that's all the time I've got for it. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike button. Tell me why. Leave a comment down the bottom to let me know how you're liking it, how you're not liking it, what the weather was like in your area, what's your shoe size, whatever you like to want to leave. Just chuck something down the bottom, helps me out a great deal. And if you want to see more from me in the future, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, toodles.